Alright, since I've watched the Fnaf movie today, I'm gonna have to get my reviews on it since I waited like at least 8 years for this. I just can't not talk about it. So, was it good or was it bad? And I'll say it was the best video game movie I've ever seen. It's better than Sonic 1 and 2 combined. Yeah, that's how good it was. Well, for me at least. We cannot see like from the reviews, like not a lot of people loved it. But honestly, I ignore the critics in this case because whenever it comes to something related to FNAF, everyone just finds something to hate on it about. Like, let's just say, Security Breach. Remember when that came out? People were didn't like the fact that it wasn't that scary, but there was an actual reason for that, and I feel like not a lot of people are trying to figure that out, and what's crazy is that Scott didn't work on that one too, so they must have thought that Steelwood didn't want to make it scary enough for the fans. But apparently Scott worked on the FNAF movie as well, and apparently there wasn't a lot of jump scares, so I don't see a apparently I don't see what difference would it make if Scott came back to making FNAF game. But anyways, that's out of the topic. I might as well give some spoilers here since the movie's already been out. Like, it's already been like a couple of days now. So let me tell you this. The best part about the movie was William Afton himself. Like, I'm just gonna say he was like the best. His entrance was the best. And I remember like when I was at the cinema, we arrived a little late somehow, even though we actually came a little early, but they played the movie a little they played it a little early for some reason. So apparently we were late according to their time, and apparently we saw I wasn't able to see the beginning scene where the first night guard gets killed, and I got to that scene where Mike Schmidt was beating up that guy. So yeah, so then at that point, after that, William Afton's team came up. He's known as Steve something something, um, and like it's kind of crazy. Like, I thought at first when I saw the trailer that William Afton would be like, no, he wouldn't be evil at all. I thought maybe someone else would be in the Springlock suit, because he just seemed less innocent, honestly. He was really good at playing the role. He was the best character by far, and his entrance as Spring Bonnie in the final night it's just crazy. I wanted to scream in the theater so loud, but it would just be a little embarrassing. Honestly, yeah, I didn't see anything too wrong with the movie. I think the movie was made exactly how how a FNAF fan would want it to be. Now you might notice one weird thing. It's like the part where the animatronics were building a fort. Like, I know it seems very like weird and childish because that's something a child would do, but uh, I have been I saw this reel on Instagram, saying like, "What the hell is this scene?" And apparently, what they don't seem to realize is that since it's FNAF, right? Uh, the children's souls are the ones controlling the animatronics. So I don't see what's the problem with it. Like, it's just kids being kids, you know. There shouldn't be really anything to complain about. As usual, it's FNAF. People will find anything to complain about nowadays. Let it be FNAF, let it be Fortnite, let it be Sonic. It can be anything at this point. So yeah, honestly, FNAF, they nailed it. They nailed the movie, and as soon as I came out of the theater, I was just hoping, like, I just wanted to get to the next movie already. And honestly, let me clarify one thing. So I just want to compare something between the movie and the game. So there's two things. Number one, Golden Freddy. So in the game lore, Golden Freddy is possessed by a girl named Cassidy, and in the movie, he Golden Freddy is possessed by a boy, which honestly, in my opinion, the movie version makes more sense in that possession way, because I don't know, just like, how would you feel if you were if you were killed, and like if you were a boy, you got killed and you got stuffed into a lady's animatronic suit. That would feel a little weird. But anyway, the second thing, the springlock scene. Um, okay, so in the game files, it the audio leak was actually pretty brutal, and honestly, the movie one, it wasn't super brutal, but it was actually pretty brutal. Honestly, the William Afton didn't scream or anything, but he was just groaning a lot, which honestly, it's more accurate because like I remember in the books he said something like if once you get springlocked, it's over. Like you can't really shout or scream for help. But I don't think it got to his lungs yet or something. I don't know. Maybe the sprinklers are different there, and as if you think about it, if you watch action movies where the character gets stabbed, he doesn't really always scream. He always just stays silent. Like he doesn't say anything. He just looks at the blade and you know just stays silent, which is the same thing that happened to William Afton. He just got through the spring lock, and he obviously got he obviously got spring locked, and the ending is something that made me want to see Springtrap in the next movie. Hopefully, we get him in the next movie. I don't want to wait for the third one to be the last. Well, at least I don't think that will be the case. But I'll just let you know. My favorite scene was a Spring Bunny entrance. Honestly, it was just really unexpected out of nowhere. Like I wasn't really sure when exactly he was going to come in. I just knew he was obviously going to come in at some point, but it was kind of unexpected. And honestly, I don't know if many people know this, but like Spring Matthew Lillard is like 6'4" tall. So like you would kind of imagine it's him in a spring bunny suit trying to chase after you and kill you, which is actually pretty terrifying. And he was so tall in the suit, like he couldn't even fit through the entrance. He had to like bend down to do that, which is probably why the costume looks a little weird to some people. I don't think it should be looking that weird. But anyways, yeah, that's all. I absolutely love the movie. It's worth watching for any FNAF fans. I've been a FNAF fan since like I don't know. It's been a very long. It's been a lot of years since I've been a FNAF fan, and I'm so looking forward to seeing the next movie. And the directors did a pretty great job with it, so that's great.